I have a message for you if you have a child who you think behaves really differently from other kids that you know. You know there is something wrong with this child, but you cannot put your finger on it. You think the child is hyperactive, you think the child has learning difficulties, you know that the child is finding it hard to learn, and you just don't know what is wrong with that child. Get your child evaluated. And I'm not talking about toddlers, okay? I'm talking about children who are above 6 years old. When you get a child evaluated early, you know how to best support that child academically, socially, in every aspect of their lives. Don't live in denial, okay? Because it doesn't help your child. When you have the right diagnosis, you know how to best support your child. And I tell you, if you know that there's something wrong with your child, then there is a chance that there's something wrong. And there are other people in the school, your child's teacher, your child's classmates, they know that there is something about your child that is different. Instead of them calling your child awkward, weird, strange, crazy, they also know that, okay, our classmate has ADHD. This thing is so common now, and a lot of parents are living in denial. Let me show you this video.
What does ADHD even look like in children?
ADHD, the diagnostic criteria we use right now are pretty poor. They are only validated for children ages 6 to 12, and they are all behaviorally based criteria. The kid is up and out of his chair without permission. It blurts things out, has a flash temper. It looks at the behavior, but then it consciously and totally disregards everything else. The fact that people with ADHD think differently, how they regulate their emotions, and the sleep disturbances that at least 80% of people with ADHD have to contend with. It ends up in the school system. Now, a lot of kids do perfectly well in school because kids with ADHD are much brighter than the general population. The average IQ of a person with ADHD is 123. That's all the IQ that a person needs to do anything they want. So usually what brings a child in the school system is their misbehavior, their impulsivity, they're obnoxious and disruptive. That's usually the squeaky wheel that gets people's attention. Somebody who's making at least passing grades, sometimes straight A's, and is well behaved, nobody's going to think of ADHD.
Right.
That's also why we no longer are thinking of ADHD as a childhood disorder. People with ADHD are incredibly bright. They're first-class problem solvers. You have to think of ADHD as a lifespan condition. We now know it's genetic. There's at least one parent, there's at least one grandparent, and there's a 50-50 chance that each sibling will have ADHD.
This man has said it all. These kids are intelligent. You just need to help them find where their intelligence lies and support them so that they can reach their full potential. Cheers.